first drag, that hot, rich breath that replaces your own. It calms, fills, dulling perception. Now is not the time to be pulled in by the boys. I'm definitely not the ace they're looking for, but there's a whole deck of kings and queens to get through before they realize there's a card missing. I want to be the joker that fell out of the pack, if you know what I mean. The game started about 4 weeks ago, and I was dealt in without even realizing it. I retired from the force after a particularly bad shootout left me unable to use a gun. My shrink suggested a quieter lifestyle, and I agreed. The papers and the politicians hailed me as a hero, although I felt anything but. Saved a mother and her 2 children, they said, conveniently glossing over the hopped-up father and his 3 gangbanger buddies I had to plug to get the job done. Top brass was pumping my hand like an oil well, and I must have been. I have to admit, the front line of fighting crime slogan was catchy. So I threw in the towel and they threw me a party. Wiley, the owner of the Hungry Wolf, was used to the powerful company. Being the owner of the hottest jazz club in town made you pretty powerful in your own right. Just don't come between him and his bird.
She waits for that moment to arrive. She knows that her smoke screen lights will hide her. She's played the role they always hand her, but those lines lie like ash between her lips.
The boys get up and want to dance with the pretty young things that had just walked through the door, but I play the old man card and sit back and watch, intent on finishing my scotch and hoping I'm sober enough to remember how expensive it tasted in the morning. And then she corners me. Yeah, I said cornered.
So,
She says,
can I buy the hero a drink?
Looks like you already did. But I'd hardly call myself a hero.
Oh, of course not, but doesn't that make you all the more heroic?
Not at all, I mean,
So what should I call you?
Buddy. Buddy Gray.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, buddy.
The pleasure's all mine.
So, you're a retired hero.
I wouldn't say I was...
Oh, of course not. I was teasing. I apologize. So you're a retired buddy?
Well, this is the last time I'll wear this uniform.
Are you sad?
Blue's not really my color.
So what's the plan now, Mr. Gray?
Thinking about joining the private sector. My own office and regular hours.
A bottle of whiskey in your bottom drawer, your feet up on a desk, and no one to scold you for smoking.
That's about the long and the short of it. An honest job.
Well, here's to honest jobs.
Do honest jobs.
we talked until 3, me about my time in the force and her about her work in the mayor's office. Her words were hot and her voice was smoky. You could definitely say that we were warming up to each other.
So how'd you end up working for City Hall?
Met the big man in the right place at the right time, and it just sort of happened. A girl gets used to taking the good with the bad, if you know what I mean. Most of the time it's my words and his signature, and it's nice. Temporarily.
Oh, really? The mayor would be an idiot to let you go.
It's not his choice, is it? I have bigger plans.
Well, Miss, do you care to enlighten me as to your true identity?
Not at all.
Or at least tell me about your career change.
Yes. Career change. That's one way of putting it. Well, if you stick around long enough, you may find out.
Will I get your name? Damn it.
Talk about playing hard to get. Lola. I could tell she'd ruffled a lot of feathers in her time, being the headstrong beauty that she was. She sure ruffled mine. Kept hoping I'd see her at the Hungry Wolf again, but evidently life got in the way. She never stopped by, and 3 weeks later, I had my own office. Buddy Gray. Private Dick. Business had been slow so far. I poured my weight in scotch while staring out the window at the port. But I didn't mind. I was enjoying the lifestyle change.
Come.
In walked a bird, touch past her prime, but still a pretty little thing. She looked like she came from money and was way too confident to be in any real trouble.
Mr. Gray?
Yes, please call me Buddy. And how can I help you, Miss,
Mrs. actually. Mrs. Avery. But you can call me Sweetie. Everyone does.
It's a pleasure. Now, what seems to be the problem?
It's my husband.
Your, husband?
Yes. I'm afraid he's having an affair.
Come now, Mrs. Avery.
I know he is, Mr. Gray. But what I need is proof. My lawyers have said that it will help with the divorce.
Okay. What kind of proof?
Photographs. He'll be at the Acme Gentlemen's Club in the Sunset Suite on Saturday night.
Tell me, Mrs. Avery, if you have such a knowledge of your husband's whereabouts, why come to me?
Well, it is a gentleman's club, Mr. Gray. And I'm hardly a gentleman, am I?
First bit of truth I'd heard yet. Behind her sweet naivety, there was something that didn't add up. I was pretty sure that if I pulled at a few threads, the rest would unravel.
Saturday night, Acme Gentlemen's Club. I'll have your proofs developed first thing Monday morning.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Gray. You don't know what this means to me.
She was right. I didn't. Saturday night, and there I was, doing exactly what I'd been doing all week and getting paid for it. Ulysses S. Grant let me into the empty apartment opposite the Acme Gentlemen's Club. I'd spent the day before inquiring about the personal suites and found her on the south-facing side of the building. Quick look at the register informed me that a Mr. T.J. Henderson had booked a room for the coming Saturday night. Not a name I was looking for, but if you're gonna cheat, you cheat everyone, right? So I sat there, waiting for something to happen. 9:30 rolled around and no one came to the Sunset Suite. Next door, however, was a different story. So this was taking the good with the bad. What could I expect? She never made me any promises. Still, it burned a little. Maybe it was me going soft with retirement. Maybe an entire bottle of scotch had something to do with it, but for whatever reason, I passed out and woke up to a nasty picture. Did I just witness the man with the keys to the city killer's PA? They say politics is a messy game. Poor Lola. I phoned it in and kept it anonymous. Being hauled in by the ears as key witness in the murder trial of the decade was not my style. Next morning, I scanned the front page expecting a hog-tied mare complete with apple. Nothing. Surely what I witnessed last night was tabloid gold. Did he get away? Did I dream the whole thing? Maybe I should lay off the sauce for a while. Proof was proof, and I had it. I didn't know quite what to do. Wait and see if it came out and drop him into the boys downtown. But a sharp rap on the door stopped that train of thought.
Mrs. Avery, I thought we'd agreed to meet Monday.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gray. I got impatient. Did you see my husband?
Well, actually, no. I'm gonna need a little more time. You care to introduce me to your associates?
Did you take any pictures last night?
Well, no. As I said, I didn't happen to see your husband. If I'd had a better description...
Any pictures, Mr. Gray?
This was fresh. It was starting to feel like a shakedown. The dock-working thugs were the giveaway.
Mrs. Avery, what exactly are you playing at?
Search the place.
Hey.
Hold still.
So, do I have to charge you overtime? You're gonna tell me what the game is?
Found him.
The game is Run, Rabbit, Run. And you've lost. You're what we would call a loose end. Tie him up, boys.
It was probably the cold sea air that woke me, and I had the smarts not to open my eyes. As far as I could tell, lagoons were making good and planning to dump me in the big wet. I knew there was only a small crack in the door of freedom, but I didn't mind stubbing my toe to make it. Not my finest moment, but when it's him or me, I'm not the selfless type. I wasn't sure what had happened to the other one, but last time I checked, heavy things sink fast. This was the last thing I wanted to be carrying, but I'd be stupid not to.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Mayor. Ooh, I am sorry, Mr. Mayor. I did not mean to startle you. Please, have a seat. Do you know who I am?
Yes, you're Mr. Sly, the mob boss. Am I right?
I prefer entrepreneur. Now, Mr. Mayor, why are you here?
Well, you asked me to come. Couldn't exactly say no, considering my position.
And I'm glad you did. You're a businessman. I'm a businessman. So, let's get down to business. Your little stunt last night could have cooked your bacon.
I don't know what happened. 1 minute she was all over me. The next, I heard her scream. I woke up. There was blood. So much blood.
Relax, Mr. Mayor. It's all over now. My people have made it go away. No press, no scandal, no nothing. Hey, think of it as a bump in the road.
I swear to you, I did not kill her.
Of course you didn't. No one did. She was never there.
Wait. What?
Oh, Mr. Mayor.
Where did you get these?
I have people. As you see, Mr. Mayor, you are in a very compromising position. I've done something for you, and now you need to do something for me.
What?
Sign here, please.
What?
Deeds to the docks. I'm a businessman. I like to trade in many different currencies. 1 million for you, 1 signature for me. This goes in my pocket, that goes in yours.
It's not mine to sell. It belongs to the city.
And the mayor is the embodiment of the city.
One man can't simply own the docks. If he did, he would control a whole city.
Hey, I know it ain't fair, but it's business.
Well.
Oh, my apologies, Mr. Mayor. Does anybody have a pen?
You.
Ah, Miss Lola. So glad you could join us.
You set me up. All of you. You damn harlots. I own you!
What? What use is he now? I told you!
You bitch!
Buddy.
Hello, Lola. Some career change you had.
They were gonna do me over.
Of course they were. So you thought you'd do them first. Did you like Mr. Sly's style? Oh, it was a real clever move you three pulled on the mayor. Don't worry, I have real good ears.
I didn't want to go through with it.
No, you didn't want Mr. Sly to get all the benefit of your hard work. And you thought I was just some poor schmuck you could light up and stub out when you were done. I bet you've been through packs of guys in your career.
No. I thought you were different. I thought maybe we...
Don't filter your lies, baby. I like the full flavor.
Fine! I couldn't take it anymore! Being a plaything for the filthy rich. Why do they make all the rules, huh? Where's my slice of the pie? I baked it after all. Plug the whole menagerie if that's what it takes.
Make it last.
I'm not gonna lock me up.
Not this time.
I could have had something.
Maybe.
Aren't you gonna stay and tell your boys what happened?
Well, then I'd have to explain this.
I know it wasn't the cleanest break, but it was never gonna be from that mess. I justified the added pocket weight as services rendered. Sweetie couldn't exactly comb through now, could she? But that first drag, that hot, rich breath that replaces your own